Hello, I'm Andi and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from July the 29th to August the 4th. And this is for you coming from Capricorn. So let's start with Sunday, July the 29th, and it's going to be a very tough day in the morning and afternoon for you. There are planets there that want to make sure that disappointment awaits you, and emotional areas can be very upset, and all your plans can go into disarray. And whatever you do, you will get the blame for something or another. So don't want to be the leader, don't want to take charge on this morning, afternoon of this Sunday, the 29th. Because the plan is that everything you do, everything you plan should go wrong. So let somebody else take charge, be the follower. You will confuse all these planets, and then you'll have a much better morning and afternoon period that way. And don't get into any arguments, don't show your temper, and if there are a change of plans, don't show that you are upset either. Evening nightfall also bad, but evening nightfall there's one planet that can bring you unexpected good meetings with somebody or unexpected good news about something. So go out in the evening nightfall period, don't expect too much, otherwise you are going to be disappointed. Just go out for the sake of wanting to meet somebody unexpectedly and suddenly, and at least that will happen. But even in the evening nightfall period, whatever you expect is not going to come your way very easily. So tell yourself, treat the 29th of July Sunday as trying to do your best, make everybody else happy, never mind about yourself, and that way you will confuse these planets, and because you're not going to expose yourself to risk, you'll be much better off the whole day. So evening, nightfall, also some disappointments, but somebody you can meet unexpectedly would be a good one. July the 30th is a Monday, and it's going to be a very tough Monday for you. It's going to produce a lot of difficulties, and with your bosses at work, the people you do business with, there'll be disappointing news. The people you live with, the people you love, the people you are expecting things from, don't expect too much. Either they can't give it to you for their own reasons, whatever you want, or either your horoscope puts many obstacles for you not to receive any help. So tell yourself morning and afternoon, if you have a job, you are going to concentrate on what you have to do, because your bosses will go after you if your work is not finished, or if your deadlines are broken, and if you haven't established what you had to do. Be careful. You can even lose a job on this 30th of July. So you'll have to work very hard, be on time at work. And if you are in business, tell yourself bad news is waiting to come. And this bad news is going to give you, of course, a danger of losses in business or disappointment. So lie low, try to do less, listen more, and try not to take charge definitely, because if you do, you're going to mess things up all over the place. Evening, nightfall, you can meet somebody who would be worthwhile to meet. So for that sake, maybe go out where you want to go out, and you'll be able to do something there. But overall, it's a whole day of disappointment. July the 31st, exactly the opposite. And you're going to have very fast short-term planets in the morning-afternoon period. Short-term planets bring very fast news suddenly, unexpectedly. You got to be on your toes, you got to answer your messages, reply to your calls. Good news wants to come to you. If you don't, then the good news disappears. Because fast planets are like that. And they are short-term planets, so short-term goodness is waiting to happen for you. So be prepared for that, and you yourself will do very well. You'll be very inventive, your communications will be very good, you'll come up with brilliant ideas as well. So something very good is happening in the morning-afternoon period for you. You want to plan a change of work or looking for business. If you are in business, the planet of unexpectedness is very busy and is positive, so the unexpectedness is positive for you. You've got to get on your toes, answer your calls, messages, and be busy. Go out with lunch for somebody, some good thing will happen as well. Evening, nightfall also perfectly good. And short-term planets give you all the short-term meetings and the short-term contacts and fast. But there's one planet which is also long-term in the evening, nightfall period. And he's there sometimes in the day as well. So whoever you do with, or whoever you are with, and you are going to make some long-term contacts, especially in the evening nightfall period. So all the things that you do well is going to be noticed, and you'll get some good feedback in this after your meeting. So the long-term goodness will come later. So it's a pretty good day and an interesting one, because these unexpected planets can make the day very exciting with new offers in anywhere and meeting new people. August the 1st, Wednesday, that's not too good. The planet of ego is there, and so it makes you egoistic, and so you're very fussy, you're very touchy. And so this planet can isolate you, because you will want to be in charge and you don't want teamwork for some reason. But don't allow that to happen. You need teamwork desperately on this August the 1st. Otherwise you're going to find yourself in a position where nobody can help you. And so you don't want to act in a way where others don't want to help you. It's a place of work, it's a business time. So whether in business, whether in a job, tell yourself you don't want to take the lead, rather be part of a team, because somebody in the team may be able to help you. And that way you can have some kind of goodness coming in the morning-afternoon period. Blame is waiting to come as well. And also in the evening-nightfall, things get worse. And so evening-nightfall period, disappointments are waiting to happen. And these disappointments also include emotional areas. So in the evening, emotional disappointment, and also difficulties with whoever you are, misunderstandings are plenty. You will tend to be very emotional. And so if you don't need to go out, just stay back home would be better. But if you have to be out, plans already made, go out with the intention of not expecting anything. And that way it's an experience that you want to be out with whoever. And that way you will not be disappointed. August the 2nd, Thursday, and I'm sorry to say this is going to be a terrible day. Morning, afternoon, evening and night. There are planets roaming around to see where they can get you. So in the morning, afternoon period, disappointments are going to be seen. You will tend to be very emotionally driven, and it's a working day, it's a day of business, you can't allow that. You may have deadlines to keep at your job, you may have business to do. So you will tend to be very emotionally driven, and that's not good. Always pull yourself up every few minutes, repeat these words to yourself: logic, facts and figures. That means pull you back to say it's a working day, I've got to use logic, I can't depend on emotional thinking. Well, don't retaliate emotionally at your place of work or in business, because that would be all wrong. And tell yourself you don't want to isolate yourself just because you're very touchy and very upset. Treat the day as a responsibility, whether at place of work or in business. And even if you're at home, try to be out with people, because these emotional planets can bring gloominess to you. Evening nightfall can get even a bit worse actually. So evening nightfall, with whoever you are with, there will be disappointment coming your way. And when you meet people in company, or whether you're out with your business people you do business with, or with the people you work, it's still going to end up, the plan is to end up in a disappointment way. So be out with whoever with the intention of you don't expect anything and just for the experience. But if you don't have to be out, I'd rather you don't, because there's a whole cluster of planets moving day and night to bring some kind of difficulties. So if you lie low, you're going to not be exposed to risk. If you go out, you're going to be exposed to risk. That's the way I look at it. So bad news throughout the whole day, and watch out if you're driving, accidents can be seen, and be very choosy of the company as well you keep. Don't be with people who drink too much, for example. August the 3rd, Friday, it starts not well for you. Morning, afternoon, disappointments are seen. Blame can come, and you can be dominating, and you can be stubborn. And that could be at your place of work or in business or even at home. Well, if you do that, then you're going to ask for a lot of trouble, because you're going to be supposed to be on the losing end in this morning and afternoon period. That means you're not supposed to be successful in anything. So it's better to be with part of a team. That way some members of that team may have a good day, and so you latch on to them and you will just move along with them very nicely. You can have trouble with your bosses, you can have difficulties with your business partners. Bad news comes about losses of all kinds. Your job can be at stake, money can be at stake. You don't want to go and invest anywhere, just lie low and try and do it on another day. I like your evening nightfall period much better. You probably find solutions in the evening nightfall period where you couldn't find earlier. And you'll be able to use the evening nightfall in a very inventive way to help yourself. And this is a planet of unexpectedness there. So evening nightfall, you can meet unexpectedly people and you turn very much happier. And opportunities, if you're out with the business people, some opportunities come unexpectedly. And whoever you are out with, this planet of unexpectedness cheers you up and makes you feel better. Then we'll go to August the 4th, Saturday, and that's going to be a fantastically good day for you. Morning, afternoon, your inventiveness, the unexpected planners, they bring all this good news happening, a very busy morning, afternoon period, a most enjoyable one. You can take the lead if you want, you can plan as well, or you'll be happy with whoever is planning. You can meet people unexpectedly that you wanted for any reason, to help you job, help you in business, or maybe for the romance. So very exciting morning, afternoon period. These are the morning, afternoons like this, you have to make full use of whatever you want, and you'll become extremely lucky. Now the evening nightfall is even better, and now business planets are there as well. So mix business and pleasure in the evening nightfall period, and you're going to do extremely well as well. And you'll be very lucky, and you'll be able to do things to help yourself, and you'll have all that good support in the evening nightfall period. So go with the people you love, be with the business community. If you're in business, go out with your workmates, whatever, mix it all up, and you'll have a wonderful time and an advantage, and you'll come home with some dividends as well. Well, I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years. And I'll do that having had your date of birth and time of birth. And you would have sent me your photos of your palms by email. And with all that information, I will tackle all areas of your life for your next 7 or 8 years. And I'll give you a lot of information. I'll give you a lucky lottery numbers on a personal basis based on your date of birth, time of birth, and your palms. And I'll give you your lucky colors and your lucky directions and your lucky gemstones and your lucky days, plenty of other information. I will tackle all areas of your life, including your health in detail. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email, and I'll come back to you, and we'll be able to plan the Skype of 90 minutes, and that will cost you USD 50. Well, until then, thank you and good luck.